Hey y'all, hey, it's Heather with Velvet and Vines Design. How are ya? I know if you're seeing this, you're catching the replay. And if I loaded this to YouTube, or if you're catching the replay, you might want to fast forward for about 6 minutes because we are here for a timed event and it starts in exactly 6 minutes. But I logged in early to get everything set up and to welcome people, say hi to my friends, get myself shared around. Hey Cheryl, how are ya? So yeah, a little courtesy plug there. Or you can hang out and hear me say hi to a bunch of people. How is everybody? Hey! Alright, so let me get this. Hold up. So we're here for an event. It's with vintage, it's all things vintage and thrifted. And I'm going to be on in about, now 5 minutes. So, and then I'll get shared in and then I'll jump right into the project. But I just wanted to jump on early, say hi to everybody. I haven't been on this weekend. Get myself shared around. You know, all the things, right? So, hey Sheila. And hey Lori, what are you doing, girl? What'd you do this weekend? Did you do anything fun or did you relax and chillax? I did kind of all of the above, like groceries, house stuff, chillax, and make stuff. It was like jam-packed, right? Oh, let's see. Yeah, I like to share myself around, get myself in all the places and all of that before we get shared into the group. And this event, just in case, and it's new to any of you, so it's a part of Craft Around the Clock, but it's like well, what I mean is it's the founder of Craft Around the Clock runs this event too, but it's literally all things either from, thrifted or it's old, antique. So I've been watching all weekend. It's been going on. There was a big marketplace on Friday. It was absolutely phenomenal. Like if you're somebody that loves things like that and like different things that you can't really find, it was really cool. And then all day Saturday and then all day today, every 30 minutes, it's a new creator. It's pretty cool. And it's a really big group, so yeah. All right, I'm gonna get myself on my business page. So anyway, what are y'all doing? What'd you do this weekend? Did you have dinner? I made like a mini Thanksgiving dinner tonight. It was weird. I did like turkey breasts, potatoes, green beans. I don't know what the deal was. I was feeling it, but it was good. What'd y'all have? What'd you do? Or are you making it now? I like to watch lives while I'm cooking and doing stuff around the house. Hey Stacy. Hey Misty. Hey my friend. You pressure washed your front porch. Yeah, that's there's 2 things we have left to do. Pressure wash and mulch. Mulch. Not looking forward to that. It sounds yummy. It was so good. It was good. I already ate. It was a fend for yourself night here. Hey, listen. Those are, look, they happen here too. Listen. They happen here too. I mean, just all y'all. All right, so I'm gonna wait. I got about 2 minutes. So I got this. Oops. Here we go with the project or the. Hey, Melissa. So my project, as you can see, includes a shutter, and of course it includes florals. Maybe some ribbon. I'm not sure. We'll have to see how it comes together. But I'm gonna do like this is for my own porch. So I'm gonna do like a porch leaner. It's made out of an old window shutter, and I like kind of am coastaling it up because if you all know or follow me, you know I love coastal. So a lot of people in this event have done a lot of primitive things, but I have done a lot of the same techniques. So I have distressed and chippied and all the things. So we'll see. Maybe even though it's coastal and not primitive. Hey Tony. Hey girl, thanks. Yeah, it's salty. I love it too. When I wear my hat, you know it's close to wash the hair day, so yeah, it's just how it works. So hey LaJuan, hey, I missed your comment. Hey, lady. Hey, Brenda. Yeah, so we got like 1 more minute. So, and then we're going to get right into it. So we're here for an event. It's around all things vintage and thrifted. So that's the whole theme. And so in 1 more minute, we're going to get shared in. It's every 30 minutes. So we're going to be 30 minutes right on the money. So it's going to be a quick, nice, kind of live about how to make a porch leaner out of a shutter. I put my window up because it was hot in here with the lights, and I live near the water, and so a lot of the bikers love to come down here to ride. So I'm sorry we get to hear them, but hey! All right, it looks like we're right on time. So hi, how is everybody? My name is Heather with Velvet and Vines Design. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. A lot of you will be new to me, and my style will be new to you, but I hope that you'll enjoy it. So I am going to do a porch leaner, but I'm making it out of a thrifted old window shutter. So I'm going to show you, I had to do a lot of prep work ahead of time, so I'm going to show you what we have and where we're at. Then we've got some more work to do, but this is the prettying up part, which is always the fun part, right? So I'm going to wait until we get a little bit shared in here, and I'm going to tell you all about this. Well, not wait, but I'm going to tell you about this, and then we'll get going on with the project as people are getting in. So again, my name is Heather. I'm with Velvet and Vines Design. We're going to do this view for right now because I'm going to show you how I made this lantern. That'll be the first thing that we make, and then I'll move it closer to this when we work on this, but I want you to see where we're at. Okay, so this is an old window shutter, you know, for those of you that maybe live in like the Southwest where maybe you don't put shutters on your houses. This is really common in the North and Northeast, the East Coast. Most of the time shutters have a purpose, right? Like hurricane shutters or something like that, but here they do not. So this is just an old shutter. This is metal, so you can hear, it's not like a metal, it's not plastic. I don't really know what this is, but it's not an old wooden shutter, okay? So this is not an antique shutter. And I'm sorry if I missed your comment. I promise I'll come back to it and read it. But we're in a timed event, and I want to make sure I get everything in. You know how that goes, right? So anyway, you can do this with a wood shutter, and I did take all of the steps to make it look distressed. And obviously that would be beautiful, but I live on the coast, right? And so that probably wouldn't age too well. So this is really perfect for aging on my porch. It'll last long. But I did take all the steps to make it distressed. So let me tell you what I did. So when I bought it, it was, I'm going to show you the back of it, this color. So it's like a really dark blue. I would maybe not really call it navy, maybe like a midnight blue. Okay, so that's what it looked like. I painted it white, and then with chalk paint, white chalk paint. And then I took a candle and I did the whole wax, I waxed all the parts, all the things, right? All the edges, all the things. Then I went over it with another layer of white paint, and then I did a little bit of this, like I dry brushed some what I made to look like a mossy green, and I'll show you what I did with all of that, how to make that. And I just kind of like dry brush that in some areas, because if you don't live on the coast, I will tell you when things age here, they turn green. They like patina a little bit, right? So that's the kind of look I'm going for. Plus it kind of matches my colors, y'all. Matches my colors, coastal. So, all right, once I did that, then I paint scraped. So this scraped off just like it would for some of the wood projects that I've seen. And I've saved this piece right here for us to do together, okay? So the other thing that I did to prep this, if you're wondering what these little zits are here, these are blobs of gaps and cracks. So last night, before I went to bed, I took some gaps and cracks and I picked a couple of places that I wanted to make for florals. I want to attach some vines and some flowers into that so that it'll be really pretty and look like it's, trailing. And then I also wanted lights. So what I did was I went to the Dollar General and I got these lantern lights. Now, if you go in there to buy them, you're not gonna see, they're not gonna look like this because they came black. They were pure black. So that really wasn't my jam, right, with the coastal thing. So what I did was I spray painted them. I stuffed paper inside of this to protect the candle. It's just a battery operated candle, right? So I stuffed paper, tissue paper in there, and I spray painted it white, and then I brought it inside, and the same green paint that I used to distress and make the kind of like patina look, I just took a sponge like this, and I just dabbed it all over to kind of look like that. And then I took some jute just to kind of make it look more than just like a Dollar General $7 lantern. I took some jute and I did the bottom. Well, we're going to do the top together, but let me finish walking through some of the steps just so I don't forget to tell you anything, okay? So, and then I took a starfish. You know, it's coastal, right? I got to really go with the theme. So if your theme is primitive or modern, whatever it is, you can take some of the same ideas, right? So, and use it in inspiration. But I just hot glued it. It's plastic, so hot glue should do well. I've used between hot glue and E6000. So if I was using some metal stuff, because this, I'm not really sure what this is, I use E6000. All right, so to get this baby on, all I used was, y'all, pipe cleaners. So I call them pipe cleaners. I was watching my friend JoJo earlier tonight, and she said, you know your age when you either call them pipe cleaners or Chanel stems. So I come from the age bracket of calling them pipe cleaners, so I guess I'm old. But anyway, I just use these to adhere the lantern to the back of the shutter. So we're going to do all of that together with the second one. We're going to do the second one together. Then what I did was, while I was thrifting, I love to go to the rehab center. Anybody else love the rehab center? I'll see if I can check any comments real quick. Hi, everybody. Hi. Hi, Cynthia, Cindy, Elizabeth. I'm so sorry that I can't. I would love to say hi to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being here. Hey, Lori, my friend. Hey, lady. All right. So, you know, when you go thrift shopping, I like to go to the rehab center, and part of what they have is not only like doors and windows, they have furniture too, and like appliances, but I love like old fixtures, like old doorknobs and door pulls. And I happened to find one time when I went that they had a bag of, these are the pulls. I'm going to show you what they look like. I only used 2 of them, but I just want to show you just so that in case you also go and now you check, right? They're always in these like junky bins along the wall and like boxes that looks like there might be a spider in it, but check it out. There's usually some good treasures. So anyway, I got, look at these pulls, a whole big bag. See how they're like all of that? And then matching are those. Isn't that awesome? So you could do like trees and stuff. So I used 2 of these, and the reason is, I said, remember, it's going to be a porch lantern, so I want some light on my porch. I love lighting that I don't have to pay for, so it's battery operated. I guess I do have to buy the batteries, but you get what I'm saying. It's not on electric. So these are battery operated. I have a lot of solar lights on my porch too. So I want it to also be functional, so the lighting. But I have a dog. You could probably see him. He's over here because he refused to leave my small craft room / office. But anyway, like leashes or things like that, I have it for up here. And I'll show you the top of it. I don't know if you can actually see that. Let's see at the top. There we go. So that's what's up there. So, and they were just the screw holes for the shutter. So I didn't have to do anything for that. All right, so what we're going to do together is we're going to finish up this lantern. I'm going to add some jute to the top. We're going to add the starfish on it. We're going to add the lantern. Then we're going to add some moss together so you can see how I covered up the gaps and cracks. Then we're going to go in and we're going to green all of those up. I have some really nice vines and some really pretty flowers. And we're going to add that in there. We're going to just look at it and see what it looks like. And if for nothing, we have a nice little porch lantern made out of an old shutter that has some nice lighting and some pretty flowers that I can't kill. So there you go. What do you think? So hopefully you'll enjoy the project. All right, I'm going to try to catch some comments. What kind of fur baby do I have? Well, I have a dog and I have a cat. My cat, he's a naughty little fella. He was in here. I have the window up, so he was in here earlier. So I had to get him out. But Frank, my dog, he's a boxer, and he just flat out refused to leave. And I could pick up the cat, right? But I can't pick up an 85-pound boxer. I mean, I like to think I could. So he gets to stay. Stubborn old mule. Hi, Tony. So has everybody, hey, Carol, I really enjoyed watching your project. I was a first-time watcher, and now I'm a follower, so. Has everybody enjoyed this weekend? It has been fantastic. So all I'm doing is just doing some jute, and it's not going to take long. It's just going to take a couple of minutes. I've now done, this will be the 4th jute piece. I timed myself. It was just a couple of minutes. I figured this would be a nice time for us to catch up on comments. I don't have to race through the project. And I'm sorry that I had to do so much ahead of time, but I really wanted, you know, to give you an idea of doing something that's a little bit bigger, and really on a nice budget. I got this shutter for $2, a whopping $2 at the rehab center. So all I'm doing is just, ooh, this is just Dollar Tree jute. Hold on. There we go. Here we go. This is just Dollar Tree jute, and all I'm doing is just doing a couple of rows. It gets like maybe 2 to 3 rows, or I'm sorry, 3 to 4 rows. And then that just gives it a little bit more of a nautical, finished off, you know, look. So it's just not looking like spray painted plastic. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. You all are crafters and DIYers. Can never just be the way it is. We have to doll it up, right, friends? So I really enjoyed it, and I just want to say, I'm not sure if Tracy's still on here. I'm sure if I were her, in between every maker, I would be trying to catch a breath, maybe even some dinner. But I really appreciate you including me. I know I am usually a little bougier of our craft around the clock sisters. I'm usually one of the ones that goes it, so now you can see, right? Finished off with jute at the top and the bottom. And this is, and what I do is I made sure that when I attach it, that I attach it so that the switch is closest to the edge. So the switch is right here, closest to the edge. All right, we're not going to go on that side, by the way. We're going to go in an angle. All right. And I squirrel a lot, so if I start a sentence and I don't finish, just maybe if it means a lot to you, then just remind me in the comments and I'll come back to it. All right, so this is the front to me. All right, so what I do is it's just, you know, it's mine, right? So it's for me on my porch. If this starfish falls off, then I'll just do more glue, or maybe I'll go back with some E6000, but for now, another place. For now, I'm gonna just trust some hot glue, okay? I'm just gonna hold it here for a second, so we'll have a nice little starfish on the front. Just, you know, a little something extra, right? Hey, Tammy and Sue. You love these colors. I am so into like the blues, the whites, the greens. Yeah, wait until you see my flowers. And y'all, I really wanted to embrace the theme. I can really go over the top, you know, and I, for those of you that are new to me and my page, I make things, home decor and holiday decor, and I sell it on Etsy, you know, so I have a tendency, you know, to go over the top, and I love designer stuff, but I was like, that's not what this event is about, and that's not what I'm going to do. So I got my flowers from Dollar General. I did get my vines from Hobby Lobby, because y'all, I have to use vine. Had to. This needs a vine. So now I'm just taking pipe cleaner, and all I did was find the exact point in the back, and I'm going to pick 2 spots. And when I put the first one on with the 2 spots, I did find that I needed a 3rd pipe cleaner to keep it from kind of rolling on the back, but we'll see. I might not need that 3rd pipe cleaner, but I just put it on after I put the 3rd pipe cleaner on after I put the lantern on the piece. So we'll get this on, and then the last thing that we'll do is we'll chip this off, and then we'll go in with some flowers. So yeah, I said that is not what I'm doing. I'm not going in, no bougie. So all the things that I have, and I do have a Walmart floral, yeah. So it's all just not what, yeah. You know what I'm saying. Dollar General actually has decent flowers. Wait until you see what I have, you all. I was not even being snobby about it. Not even. Hey, Giselle. Is that you love the use of adding a little more light to the porch? Yes, I do too. I have kids, right? And sometimes, you know, they aren't always inside when it's light out, especially here in our area. Like I said, we live near the water. We have a little community. It's not little, it's a big community pier. A lot of people like to go and hang out, fish. There's a slide on it. People like to swim. There's a community beach. So a lot of the kids like to go down there. So there's just stuff to do. And some of the kids have golf carts, so they ride around. So anyway, I like that I don't have to leave a bunch of lights on, because our lights are they are like a beacon. They are like lighting up NASA. Like, you don't just have like one little light by the porch. Oh no, it turns on. Oh, there we go. Whew. It turns on like every light by the over above the garage and all of them. All right. So see, I just took the pipe cleaner in through the slats, and then just tied it around the back. Super easy. So it's not permanent. I can take it off if I want to. And I'm going to move the camera in for you so that you can have a better view of this. All right. All right. Okay, that actually looks pretty good. All right, so let me move the camera in, then we'll chip it up. I just want to, I have it on cardboard because all of the paint chips and all of that stuff. There we go, and it slides. All right, so I just wanted you to see the lantern part, just because I had to make so much ahead of time, right? So I was trying to, there we go. Let's go up a little bit. There we go. How about that view? Okay, so we're just gonna change it up a little bit so you have a little bit better view. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is I wanna finish chipping this up. So I know that you've watched some other creators do this, but I just wanted to remind you, all I did was take a candle after I did a layer of paint. I did a candle, I did another layer of paint. And the reason that I did that is because I wasn't sure what the paint was underneath of it. Like if it was, you know, had some kind of a sealant or something on it. I didn't know. So I did a layer of chalk paint first, did the candle wax, did another layer, and then did the dry brush green, just a little dry brush green. And now we're just going over and scraping where that candle wax is. And it's coming right off, just like it does like on the wood projects that you see. And I really did the edges because I wanted the edges, whoops, to look kind of the most worn and tattered. You know what I mean? So see how that came off really good? Sorry, did that scare you? I'm sorry, it's scaring me too. All right. So I'll bring it up so you can see it a little bit better. So see how we've got like all the chippiness off. All right, so this is the gaps and cracks that we haven't covered with moss. So let's go in and do that. And then while I got you up close, I want you to see, these are, let me turn this light off. So see, it'll have like a little nice light. We'll look at it better when it's done. All right. So let's go in and moss this up. Okay, turn this back on. All right. I just wanted you to see what the gaps and cracks looks like, so just in case you do it yourself. What I did was that same cardboard that you see down there, I just laid that flat out on my floor last night, and I just gaps and cracked right on top of the shutter. And it worked out great. So. Oh, thanks, Becky. Hey, Lonnie, how are you doing, lady? Hey, Janice. Yeah, oh, Mary must be in here. I saw you saying hi to her. Hi, Wanda. Hi, my friends. I'm sorry I didn't get to say hi to you. I'm just like rushing through everything. Hey, Tracy. Thanks. I appreciate you all being in here tonight. If I miss it. Hey, Marie. How are you doing, lady? I've been thinking about you a lot lately. I've been praying for you. I hope things are going well. As good as they can be. Yeah, thanks for being in here tonight, friends. All right, so we're gonna get to some of the fun stuff. So for those of you that don't know me, if you're wondering why are you doing greenery and florals, well, that's what I do. I love wreaths and swags and home decor and table pieces and garlands and over-the-top Christmas trees. That's kind of my jam. So even though I love vintage and thrifted in the sense that, you know, that's kind of how I started, right? My whole crafting career started because I was a bougie person and a single mom with not a lot of money, but I have wants. Right? You know, I wanted to have a cute house. I wanted my house to be a home, you know what I mean? And I wanted holidays to be decorative. That's what I grew up with. That's what I wanted. So I worked with what I had, the budget I had. So I learned to be crafty and creative. And I grew up around that. You know, I have a family of artists and crafters and woodworkers and all the things, right? So it wasn't foreign to me. So I love the whole thrifting thing. It's really just a part of something I've always done, both for necessity, but because I wanted to, you know, because I really enjoy it. I love finding something that's old and thrown away, I guess you would say, right? Because when we send stuff to the thrift shop, it's because we don't want it anymore. It's thrown away. It's discarded. And I love giving it new life. And I really love it when it gets new life that isn't even like, you know, what its original state is. Do you know what I mean? So just like, just a whole new purpose, I guess you could say. So, and I know that these look like miniature birds' nests on here right now, but it's going to hide the mechanics. And remember, I am making this for myself, and I live on the coast. So to me, this exposed, if there's any exposed moss, it reminds me of seaweed. It reminds me of the old dried up seaweed that's on the coast. So I like it because it kind of fits in with my mojo, right? All right, so we're good. We're done with the moss. Now, we're going to go in and we're going to do some greenery and things like that. I have like starfish and things that we can add. I also have, I got this thrifting. It's like I don't know what it is, but it's like the old ship wheel or whatever. So we're going to put this on there. I'm going to adorn it, I think like here. So I have some embellishments and pretties too. It's not going to be all just floral, so. I'm just checking comments real quick. Take a breath. Is it your new favorite, Lonnie? Yeah, my girl. Yeah, I told you. Isn't it amazing? Gaps and cracks, y'all, is some. It's kind of my favorite thing. It's kind of my thing. If anybody works at Gaps and Cracks or knows anybody at Gaps and Cracks, if they need a champion, a spokesperson, I'm your girl. I love me some gaps and cracks. All right, so what I'm going in with first is I want some smaller vines up in these little corners. So I'm going to go in with this first. But you all know, my name is Velvet and Vines Design. That is because everything I do has either velvet or vines in it. That is the absolute truth. So you know that gotta have sweet potato vine. When I saw Tracy do her planters outside with the sweet potato vine, I have that too. Oh, love it. I was like, yes, that's my girl. I love sweet potato vine. It is probably, to me, one of the prettiest greeneries there is. I just love the green. I love the purple. I can't get the purple in faux, though, like faux flowers, faux greenery. I've tried, I've looked. All right. We don't need a ton. Oh my gosh. I only have 5 minutes left. How did this go so quick? How did this happen? I did all this prep. I thought for sure I was gonna be like, yeah. Like, no. You're hardly even gonna see any of the flowers. That's all right. We're gonna do it fast then. Let's do the top ones. All right. We're gonna focus on the top so that you can really see, get the idea. Then of course I will post a finished picture just like everyone else. All right. Oh, blessed. That 25 minutes. Like I blinked. Really, it's only been 2 minutes. Sweet potato vine, yes. Yes, my mother-in-law gave me, for my birthday was the day before Mother's Day, actually. And she gave me potted plants because she knows I love stuff like that. So she potted them for me, and it has some sweet potato vine, and I love that she does that. She always thinks of me. And I have it right outside my door, so every time I leave, I walk right by it. It's beautiful. It's just and have you ever noticed this? Anybody else plant sweet potato vine in their potted plants? But every single time, no doubt, there's always one vine that grows amazingly well and will like surpass all the other vines by tenfold. Even if I switch I keep switching the pot's position so that they get the equal amount of in the same position of sun. Even if I do that, it'll always still be like one vine that's like mega, mega vine. Anybody else? Oh, yes. I tell you what, God blessed me with an amazing mother-in-law. I love her dearly. She is so good to me and our kids. And she's there for everything, so. And my dad is much the same. Yeah. God knows what we need. Right? So now, this is the Dollar General flowers, y'all. Because I only have 3 minutes left. Look at that. Dollar General. Look at this. Where's this? Dollar General. Crazy, right? In case you don't believe me, look. Here's the tag. Dollar General. So I'm going to go in with some of these colors so you can see that I picked some of the greens. The blues, the greens, and the whites. All right, I have 1 minute left. So I'm going to finish up this one last one. And then I showed you So I'm gonna do probably just like one floral in these small bursts, but this is kind of the look that we're doing here. So we have a lighted kind of floral piece on an old shutter that we distressed, chippied up, made it look weathered. We redid some lanterns that we got at the Dollar General and made them what we wanted to be a coastal theme. And yeah, I'm gonna add some pieces. I have some starfish and things like that, so I'll post a nice finished picture. I hope you all enjoyed it. I know it's a little bit different than what you've experienced here, but hopefully you can use some of the ideas and inspiration to make a little something for yourself. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. And the next crafter will be on in like there we go, right now. So go to All Things Vintage and Thrifted. I put the link in the comments. Or I'm sorry, actually in the description, and Tracy will share the next one in. So thanks so much, y'all. Have a wonderful weekend, rest of your Sunday night. I appreciate it. Thanks.